Canadian Blood Services says it needs to recruit 1 million new donors in the next 5 years. Demand for blood is projected to rise by nearly 10% in that time because of a growing and aging population. The need for plasma is expected to increase by at least 50% as it's used in immunodrugs that are in high demand. CBS says a recent survey suggests 70% of Canadians believe donating blood or plasma is one of the best ways to give back to the community, but only 2% actually donate. More donation centers are being set up across the country, and hours are being expanded to encourage people to roll up their sleeves. With more on this, we're joined live now by Ron Vesna, Vice President of Donor Engagement at Canadian Blood Services. Good to chat with you. Tell us more about what's been going on and what you need from donors.
Thanks very much. Yes, we've launched a new campaign today to make Canadians aware that we need many, many more new donors, 1 million of them, in fact, over the next 5 years. And as you had mentioned in your setup, that's because there's an increased demand from hospitals and patients, both for blood as well as plasma. So we're launching a campaign today to try to really create awareness, to help donors understand that when they give, yes, they're helping a patient at the other end that's in real need for that supply. But donors also get something out of that experience. They report feeling somewhat like a donor high or a runner's high. They feel a sense of accomplishment, a sense of community, a sense of connection to other humans. And at this time, with everything going on in the world, there's no better time to really forge that connection with your community.
Yeah, that's for sure. And it's a great message. You have noted that 70% of Canadians believe that donating blood or plasma is one of the best ways to give back, yet only 2% do it. Can you talk a little bit more about that disconnect?
It is a bit of a gap between intention and action. So thankfully, we don't have to convince Canadians that giving blood or plasma is a good thing to do. What we've got to convince them is that it's something that they should be considered doing rather than their neighbor. 1 in 2 Canadians could actually be eligible to give blood today, and 1 in 76 actually is. So there's lots of room to grow within the eligible pool. We know that for some people, it hasn't been top of mind. They haven't needed it. Someone close to them hasn't required blood products, or maybe they didn't grow up seeing someone model that behavior. But there's room for everyone, and we need a lot of different people, especially younger donors, people from different ethnic communities, a lot of urban donors that we need to join the cause and pass that torch on from the generous donors who've been giving for many years.
Yeah, for sure. And along with this new campaign that you've been talking about, you've also set up more donation centers all across the country. You're also extending hours so people can roll up their sleeves for longer. Can you talk to us more about those efforts?
Yeah, so everything from looking at that digital experience about how we engage people, how we inspire, to actually having places that are convenient from a time and location perspective. We know that pre-pandemic, a lot of our donors like to give closer to where they work. And what we're hearing is after the pandemic, with a lot of people working hybrid and working from home, we need to have some of our centers and some of our donation opportunities closer to where people live, work, and play. So it means a reconfiguration. It means changes. It means looking at when the hours are convenient for donors. Those are all part of the considerations of growing or meeting this pretty impressive growth demand for Canadian patients.
Okay. Ron Vesna, Vice President of Donor Engagement at Canadian Blood Services. Thank you so much for your time. And I think it's a very, very important message to get out. So I appreciate this.